ofantligt mycket fina saker, hålla ett inledningstal. Så vad jag skulle vilja nu, att på ett fantastiskt svenskt vis ger en stor applåd för årets invigningstalare, Paul Processa Regina.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Are we there? Okay, good. Excellent. My name is Paul Sabagina. Definitely, most of you have heard about me because of the movie called Hotel Rwanda. And today, I have been invited to talk about a new world, to talk about how one person can make a difference. Today, we can all of us begin using our words to solve each and any conflicts. But before we talk about this, let us start from the beginning. I told you that my name is Paul Sabagina, and I was baptized in 1967 at the age of 13. I happened to have an opportunity, a chance, to choose my first name of Paul. Why did I choose this name? I chose this name after one of the most known people, Apostle Paul of the Bible, because of his good stories, his courage, and of course, because of his words. My father had called me Rusesabagina. Rusesabagina is a short sentence, and in Kinyarwanda it has a meaning. Gusesa in Kinyarwanda means to disperse. Abagina means enemies, and Ru is he then who disperses enemies, a kind of warrior. But let me, of course, after starting my life as a student, first of all, and then at home. At home, we learned a few lessons, because each and every person is shaped by what he or she learns, and this starts from home. This started when I was a young boy. I remember my dad, who used to call all of his children. We were 9 of us, and he would tell us at the year end, he would just tell us one of the best stories, which was also at the same time a good lesson. I remember him one day telling us that, listen, my children, if you happen to see 2 brothers fighting, and you are called to separate these 2 brothers, stand in the middle, and do never make a mistake of looking to your left-hand side, because this eye on your left might always try to influence your decision. And he told us that to never even make a mistake of looking to your right-hand side, because there is an eye which might be also looking at you, trying to influence your decision, or why not, to corrupt you. So these are the lessons that we learn at home. Of course, when I was a young kid, my dad also took me to school, to a Seventh-day Adventist church school at Gitwe, one of the most remote areas of Rwanda. So there, to read and how to write. I remember towards the age of 13, 14, 15, with many other kids, we were learning, we were reading about civil rights movements in America. That time, I was learning about Martin Luther King. I was reading a lot about Mandela, and also I was reading a lot about Mahatma Gandhi. Those are the role models of those who fought using words and who made a difference into their lives. I remember so many times some of us hiding even in the library, listening to our transistor radios, following the news, trying to know how the world was that time. So I learned these lessons without having any idea that one day I was supposed to be exposed to such circumstances as the Rwandan genocide, when I would need to refer to those role models of our history. Everything went on. I lived my studies. I learned from my dad. I started my career. And everything was going on smoothly until the night of April 6, 1994, when I was in a hotel, in a luxurious place, having dinner with my brother-in-law, Thomas, and his wife. I will never forget such stories and such moments. That night, we were celebrating two things. Phyllis, my brother-in-law's wife, had just graduated from the university, and I had helped them to get a good job in a company selling cars. It was a Dutch company. So we were celebrating the degree she had got from the university,